Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to today's
Unmissable!
Today we're going to talk about an announcement which was made on Smackdown about a transfer window in WWE. Yeah, this kind of threw me back as well. Obviously, being a football fan here in the UK, transfer window comes with a lot of things like what's your budget, how much are the wrestlers, how much, is there a deadline day? How are we doing this? So it did throw up quite a lot of questions. Of obviously a lot of fun can be had with this. But I feel like I think it's self-explanatory, really. I think there might be trades between Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Yes, NXT are definitely involved in this. So it's going to be interesting to see who goes where. But, all right, basically the idea behind it is pretty much that SmackDown is going to 3 hours in January. It needs wrestlers. Basically, it's lacking star power, lacking superstars, basically. Raw is already pretty much overmanned now because they're at 2 hours, but they've been 3 hours for several years now. So they've fully squadded up. So it's really about getting SmackDown up to that kind of amount of wrestlers on the roster, basically. We did see some moving parts on SmackDown. We saw Aldis talking to Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio, in a doorway. I don't know what that means, though, because if Dirty Dom joins SmackDown, does that mean that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez pretty much come with him? I can't imagine them moving the entire Judgment Day, but they could. I mean, quite simply, or are they just going to split them up? I mean, it's interesting. This is really, really fascinating, to be honest. Also, later on, we saw Gunter coming out of Nick Aldis's office as well. He's the world champion. So world champions can move shows as well. I mean, yeah, this is interesting. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, who's going to move where. I haven't heard any potential rumours. But we are going to speculate in this video to pretty much just sift through what we've seen. I think American Made are going to switch over from Raw to SmackDown. I think that is clear. And I think it's a big, massive move for all four members. Obviously, Creed Boys need exposure. Then, of course, Chad Gable is just brilliant in everything he does. Ivy Nile can join that very interesting ladies division on SmackDown. So yeah, I think American Made. They did make an appearance on SmackDown, which led to a match between Chad Gable and Cody Rhodes for the main event. So I think they're going to be switched over to SmackDown for sure. Another two, what I think will get their main roster rub. I mean, we've seen them quite a lot over the last month, and that is Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. I think they're definitely coming up to the main roster. It totally makes sense. I mean, we have seen them for weeks now, getting involved in like triple threats and tag team championship matches with Wonder Woman and Jay Cargill. I mean, I think there's a major storyline for them coming up soon anyway. So, yeah, also other people, what could come up? And I'm talking about the call-ups from NXT. And I can certainly see Roxanne Perez. I mean, she's got a big, massive match coming up in January, New Year's Eve, when she takes on Julia. I think that Julia is going to become the new NXT champion. That allows Roxanne Perez to move to the main roster. And I think she does. I think definitely she's moving up to the main roster. And I think that happens with Trick Williams as well. He has got a future date with Obafemi. I mean, Obafemi heavily rumoured to be coming up to the main roster, but I don't think it's time for him yet. I think Trick Williams, it's definitely time for him. He would be amazing on the main roster, and I mean, cannot wait. So I can see Obafemi beating Trick, and then that allows Trick to come up to the main roster. These are the few that I think is definitely going to happen. They could call up Ethan Page. There's plenty of NXT stars that are ready. I mean, truly ready to be up on the main roster. Others, obviously, we talked about Liv and Raquel Rodriguez going to SmackDown, Casa Dirty Dom. But as you've got one champion moving one way, you could have the other champion moving the other. Same with Gunter. He goes to SmackDown. Cody goes to Raw. So you've got Nia and Tiffany Stratton going to Monday Night Raw. That's not a stretch of, especially with how well Tiffany Stratton has done since coming up from NXT. I mean, they have pretty much put a rocket ship on her back. She's got the cash in to come. I don't think they're that bothered about Nia, but she is champion at this time, so it makes sense to swap champion for champion. Yeah, this is exciting times. Obviously, we are building to January. Netflix, Raw goes back to 3 hours. SmackDown goes to 3 hours for the first time. Yeah, they need to fill out the roster. And this is exciting for those who are in NXT. These call-ups are huge. We usually get a call-up or two at the start of the year going into the Royal Rumble anyway. But to get it before is very, very interesting. I mean, I still think Obafemi does make an appearance in next year's Royal Rumble, but not as a main roster star. I think he'll still be the NXT champion at that point. But anyway, I digress. Let me know what you think of this transfer market. Should they do it like football? Should they have a budget? Should we have a list of how much these wrestlers cost? Because, you know, if there's a price on Bailey, I'm paying for it. I'm going to put in a bid. I'm going to put in a bid for my Bailey. All joking aside, it is going to be an interesting December going into the new, fresh look of Netflix Monday Night Raw. We are live on the 6th of January for that. And of course, cannot wait to see what happens next. Saturday night's main event. Make sure you join Irish Rebel Stone Cold Fella for his live stream. Unfortunately, no live stream for me due to work commitments. But, God, it's still going to be a good show, right? And, yeah, I will see you in the next one. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until the next time. Bye for now. Well, bonus pick up time. Yeah, we did pick up some amazing stuff. There is Vince McMahon. Boo. But I found him in a charity shop here in Castleford for £1. So I had to pick him up. And there is Seth freaking Rollins, £26. This is an old pop. Sadly, a little bit beaten up, but still, what a fantastic pickup. I thought I'd share this with you. Little bit of bonus footage. Hopefully you all have a good Christmas and all that lot. I will put loads of like little pickups at the end of each of these videos, whatever I find when I'm out and about. But yeah, it's this freaking Seth Rollins pop. Anyway, truly, this is bye for now.